So, I have a question. Today we're here to talk about My Story Animated, right? But I want to know, what happened to Share My Story? They haven't uploaded in like a month, and I haven't heard from them for that long either. You know, their last upload kind of coincides with the upload date of my video on them. I'm not saying that I stopped them or anything. I'm just saying maybe y'all should say thank you. But that aside, they blacked out their Twitter recently and changed their bio to "Don't DM me, I'm going through it," and I'm really worried about them. Please share my story. Just reach out. We're here for you, man. Hi again, Crabs, and welcome back to a 12-pack of Crayola crayons. One where half the crayons have been bitten in half by a nondescript toddler before putting them back in the box hoping no one would notice. You know, it's been almost a month to the day since I last looked at My Story Animated, and I distinctly remember their stories in particular for the image of gnashing teeth they projected into my head every time I watched them, including when I made that video on them. Every time I do that, I can feel the need for dentures slowly creeping up on me. And I also remember that there were a lot of comments on that video saying that the story we were looking at was remarkably similar to that of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, the story we were looking at was about how someone's mom was happy when they got sick, and as time went on, seemed to intentionally keep getting them sick so they could get attention for being the mother of a sick child and how hard it was. And the story of Gypsy Rose is eerily similar until you get to the end of it, where you find out that she ended up murdering her mother. Now, given I didn't manage to make it to the end of that My Story Animated video, it was a grueling task to get as far as I did, but I can't even go back to check if that's the ending of that video because it appears that the video has been scrubbed from their channel entirely. I'm really not certain why it got taken down, but part of my brain is telling me that the similarity of that story to the Gypsy Rose story probably wasn't a coincidence, and it might have something to do with that video's disappearance. But when I go to the old link that I had from sending the video to my friend Snowy, shouts to him for editing that video while I was away, by the way, it confirms that the video is indeed private, so I'm not just missing it in search or tripping. You are! But other than that, I can only wonder why it's gone. Anyways, today I wanted to take another look at what My Story Animated is up to nowadays, since it has been a bit. And also because it's January, and I'm trying whatever I can to breathe a little life into this stripped oil field of a YouTube channel. So let's get into it. This one looks good. Title: I found him doing a pregnancy test. I can think of no ways in which I will come to regret this. But wait, make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so that you never miss a video in the future. Otherwise, I'll choke your goddamn lights out. That was just kidding, guys. I never do that to you. I found him doing a pregnancy test. I want to pick the brains of the person who comes up with these titles. I need their know-how. I must assimilate it into my own psyche to apply to my own videos.
John and I have been together for 4 years. Our relationship has been
It does like a pan zoom into them like slurping on a sundae together, but then it's like the video realizes that it needs to zoom out again for the next shot, and then it just like stiltedly goes back to the beginning of the animation. I love it.
Our relationship has been perfect until we used a pregnancy test and found out that John was pregnant.
Bruh! What a tagline, man. That was 8 seconds in. They sure know how to grab you and then ruin it by putting me back in high school, making me want to run as far away as possible. Seriously, lockers, man? Do you know how uninviting that is to me? Ugh, I have the sudden urge to shove a lower classman into one of these things.
During the last year, John started to change. He no longer called me, and he avoided me at school as well.
It's like I'm watching an anime dub. The lips are like running as fast as they can to catch up to the words. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. No, you're not. I'm too fast for you, bitch.
I had to figure out what has been going on with him.
Bruh, it just looks like the crying cat. Like just the way that her face is completely distorted from the last frame. Cat sniffle. Seriously though, with the hair that big, I really do wonder what the top of her head looks like. Yeah, this is just pitiful to watch. Apparently also from this screenshot, her tongue is hanging from the roof of her mouth. And it's because of this, I'm really happy to say that you and me here at the Quiet YouTube channel have discovered a new species of human.
So I sent him a message saying, "Did I do something wrong?" And he replied, "Listen,
Let me introduce you to the Earthworm Sally theme song.
It's Earthworm Sally, curing diseases from Florida to Cali. Florida to Cali. From Florida to Cali. Earthworm Sally, flying through the air. I'm an earthworm, but I don't really care.